Rama. Yeah. So you may ask why definitely yeah Narasimha Chaturdashi is coming. So why are we discussing about Prahlad Maharaj's prayer? Especially okay, why are we discussing about prayers here? So prayers are actually the invincible thread that uh, that actually connects us to Krishna. It's basically a bridge between a finite soul and an infinite Lord. So, so if somebody asks that, uh, what is that one limb of bhakti which we should do time and again, and which doesn't need a lot of efforts? So, everything needs efforts, like right? Chanting to hold beats, we need effort. Hearing, we need a session, or we need to go to the YouTube and hear. And like reading, we need a book, or we need a veda base online. Like this, we need something. But when it comes to prayer, it's just it's just you and your Lord and your heart that is offered in the form of prayers. So you don't need any prop, any device, anything. Basically, it's just your heart, and it's just Krishna who is there right in your heart. You can offer a prayer anytime and anywhere. And actually, it is said in the scriptures that without offering prayers, we will not be able to get out of this material world. So this janma, mrityu, jara, vyadi, birth, death, old age, and disease, we don't want to get it. I mean, as a human, nobody wants to get it. Nobody wants to take birth. Nobody wants to suffer due to diseases, suffer due to old age, and nobody wants to die. So in this way, definitely nobody wants to die. That's why we see that so many people are dying around us, but yet we think that no, we will just always remain alive forever. So um, till the time we offer the prayers through our lips and feel it in our heart, we will, it is said that we will continue to suffer in the material miseries. So somebody was asking, what if we are on the level of really not meaning what I pray? Like we can pray something, we can pray some prayers from Srimad Bhagavatam, some shloka from Bhagavad Gita, but we really don't mean it right now. We Because we are still not in the level where we mean what we pray. So does it still help? So Srila Prabhupada, for this, he writes that the verses of Srimad Bhagavatam, they are an extension and expansion of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So even if we don't have Hare Krishna Mahamantra, you see, we might not know what it actually means, and we might not even understand the actual purpose of chanting Hare Krishna mantra. Even if we may not have a prayerful mood also, sometimes we just take the bead bag and start chanting because we were told to chant. But it is said that if we chant the mantra clearly and hear the mantra, then we get all the benefits. We don't have to know all the meaning. That is the power potency of Hare Krishna mantra. Similarly, when it comes to the prayers of Srimad Bhagavatam, there are three benefits, and I've mentioned the benefits here. So why does this prayer matter? So again, these are given by our acharyas, that since they are spoken by pure Vaishnavas, they're transcendental. Actually, they're freed from material contamination. So when we pray something, like when we go to Krishna and pray, we might have some hidden motive behind it. But the prayers that are mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, especially the prayers which we are discussing here, the prayers of Prahlad Maharaj, it's spotless, it's flawless, because it is spoken by a pure Vaishnava. And second thing is, uh, we are reminding the Lord about the devotee. Like, see, when I will also discuss 2 minutes about the background of this prayers. So, like basically, these prayers were quoted by Prahlad Maharaj when Hiraṇyakaśipu was killed by Narasimha Dev, and Narasimha Dev was very angry. So here, when we also recite these prayers, when we go to Lord, and when we recite these prayers of Prahlad Maharaj in front of the Lord, so Lord will be reminded of Prahlad Maharaj. Definitely, Lord, we don't need to remind the Lord, but Lord will be reminded about his pastimes with the Prahlad Maharaj, with his that Raudra avatar that he took, and he'll be very much pleased because we are reminding him of his very dear devotee. See, if when we go to like if the kids are not around, and when we go to the parents and remind them of the kids, the parents feel very happy, and then they start remembering their pastimes with the kids, and they'll be extremely pleased. So this is the an advantage, that when we chant these prayers, Lord will be very pleased with us, because we are reminding them of the great souls who prayed actually. And then for us, what is the benefit for us? When we chant these prayers, we will also get the benefits what was bestowed to that person who offered the prayers. Like here, what was bestowed to Prahlad Maharaj? Prahlad Maharaj, it was best. Narasimha Dev bestowed him fearlessness. Narasimha Dev bestowed him eternal shelter. He bestowed him like complete mercy, complete an act of what do you say? Complete mercy of like mercy which is endowed with love. So we are all also looking for that love of the Lord. And when we recite these prayers, so it will strengthen our faith, as well as it will give us that fearlessness with which we can sustain in this material world. You see, in this material world, padam 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 yat vipadam natesham, every step there is a danger. Like every moment we see so many accidents happening, so many natural calamities happening, so many dangers that are coming back in back, back to back, and we don't know what will happen to all of us. But when we recite these prayers day in day out, so at that time we get the strength to sustain in this material world fearlessly. And so we begin by discussing the section from Srimad Bhagavatam. The beautiful story behind it is actually Hiraṇyakaśipu. Like we all would have seen the beautiful Mahavatara Narasimha movie, but to an extension to it. So when Narasimha Dev, I mean when Hiraṇyakaśipu was doing lot of austerities in order to get boon from Lord Brahma. So Lord Brahma comes, and then he awards the boon. What he award? He says, "I want fear. I want the what do you say?" Amaratvam, that is, I want to live forever. But Brahma says, I am only my position is a post. It's not that I'm a lord here forever. I'm a Lord Brahma here forever. It's just a post. I come here like do my post for several years, and then I go back, and next person comes as a Brahma. So what I can award, I cannot award you that. What I can award you is something less than that. Then Hiranyakashipu was, I don't want to be killed in the day, in the night, in the outside, in the inside, in the air, in the ground. Like this, he puts many conditions. So what happens is, at this time all the demigods become very fearful, because Hiranyakashipu it is said that he would be controlling all the demigods. So it's said that when it is very cold, he would call the Surya Dev, and he would say, now you shine the light. And when it is very hot, he would call the Vayu Dev, and he would say, now you shower the rain. And it is said that like he would threaten all the demigods. And these demigods, who were real, like actual devotees of the Lord, associates of the Lord, they were so fearful that what happened is, once parallelly in another side, Hiranyakashipu's wife, who is Khayalu, she was pregnant with the baby, baby of Hiranyakashipu. So all these demigods, they thought, if Hiranyakashipu is this stronger, how much more stronger will the child be? So they kidnapped Khayalu, and they wanted to kill the baby of Khayalu, because they didn't want another very demoniac person who is like 10 times more powerful than Hiranyakashipu to come out. So but at that time what happens is, Nārada Muni comes there. Nārada Muni says to the all these Indra, Varuna, and others, that don't threaten Khayalu. The one who is in Khayalu's womb is not will never harm you. I will take care of it, and that way all the demigods will be put away. And when Khayalu was Garbhavati, at that time Narada Muni, he would be reciting beautiful stories from Srimad Bhagavatam. And it is so said that when who is it like Khayalu Mataji, sometimes she would be sleeping, like because we all have this habit that when we hear stories we sleep. When we are in some lectures we tend to sleep. So she also fell asleep, but Narada Muni he kept on going hearing, because see, it's a tradition that you don't see the face of another's wife. So he was not looking at her, he was just sitting on his asan and he was reciting Bhagavatam for her. And he would hear like this. He would hear a nod from her, that yes, I'm hearing, yes, I'm hearing. And once, after a long time, when he turns back, he used to see that no, it is Kayalu, mother Kayalu is sleeping, and the baby who is hearing. So it is said that the baby, when the baby is in the womb, right from that time, the baby gets the ear, and whatever we feed the baby, that is the quality the baby comes out with. So what happened throughout, the baby heard Srimad Bhagavatam, and when the baby came out in the form of a very pure devotee of the Lord, that is Prahlad Maharaj. And then soon what happened is, we all have seen the movie that Prahlad, he was preaching his demoniac friends, and then Narasimha Dev will get, Hiranyakashipu will get very upset, and Hiranyakashipu will ask at one point of time, Hiranyakashipu, we will to kill Prahlad Maharaj so much, but nothing can shake him, because he is completely under the protection of the Lord. And one other thing is that when Hiranyakashipu, he will bring Prahlad to, finally, because of becoming tired of all the efforts, he will bring Prahlad Maharaj to the assembly, and he will ask, is your Lord in this pillar? So it is said that, why pillar? Because it is said, see, when we build a house, what we do, so it's we who decide that this room will be in this position, this shape, it will have this bed, it will have this decoration, it will have this carving. So similarly, it was Hiranyakashipu who had constructed, who had architected that whole palace of his, demoniac palace of his. And the pillars were put him by Hiranyakashipu himself. So he was very sure that no, nobody is in that pillar, because I myself put pillars. So he says that, he asks, is your Lord in the pillar? It is said that just to prove the words of Prahlad Maharaj, right, Narasimha Dev came out of that pillar. See, he could have come out of anywhere else, but just to prove the words of his devotee, right, he came out of that pillar. And it is also, after this, what happened is, Narasimha Dev will kill Hiranyakashipu, and he will be in, see, from the stamba in this picture, you can see from the stamba he'll come out, and Hiranyakashipu will be in, he will be awestruck, and meeting all the condition, not outside, not inside, not upside, not in the air, not in the ground. So he keeps on him on his lap, on the hastilu, that is in the in not even outside, not even inside, on the door basically. And then he kills him with his nails, Tabakara Kamalavare, with his nails, Nakham, with his nails he kills him. Now comes the point actually where Narasimhadev is so furious. He's so furious that, you can see this picture, like he's in that Ugra form. He has just killed all the demoniac people. He's just taken out the intestine of Hiranyakashipu and garlanded. And all of the demigods are scared, to an extent that his own wife Lakshmi Devi is also scared of that avatar. Lakshmi Devi, it said that Lakshmi Narasimha, there is a planet called Lakshmi Narasimha, where Lord Narasimha is there with Lakshmi Mataji, Mother Lakshmi, eternally. But even Mother Lakshmi had never seen this much Ugra form of Narasimha Dev. So she is also scared. At that time, all of these Indra, Chandra, Varuna, Vayu, Brahma, Lakshmi Mata, they will send Prahlad Maharaj to pacify Narasimha Dev. So he will they say that he has appeared just for you, just for one person, that is you, and it is only you who can pacify Narasimha Dev. So like Prahlad Maharaj, he will climb up the steps slowly, very beautifully. Swapadamule patitam tamarbhakam vilokya devaha kripaya pariplutah uthapya tachrishni अददात् कराम्बुजं काला हि वित्रस्य धियां कृता भयम्. When Lord Narasimha Dev saw that the small boy Prahlad Maharaj prostrated at the soles of his lotus feet, he became most ecstatic in affection towards his devotee. Raising Prahlad, the Lord placed his lotus hand upon the boy's head, because his hand is always ready to create fearlessness in all of his devotees. My dear Vaishnavis, I am not saying this. Srimad Bhagavatam, right from the Srimad Bhagavatam, you can see this is from the shloka 7.9.5, that it is saying that when Prahlad Maharaj climbed up the stairs to pacify the Lord, seeing the little child fallen on his feet, Lord was overjoyed with compassion. He made Prahlad Maharaj get up and kept his hand on Prahlad Maharaj with his lotus palm. So, Tava Kara Kamalavare Nakham Adbhuta Shringa. So it is said that through the palms of the Lord, He gives power of protection, and he gives empowerment. That is Paritranaya Sadhunam. He does via his palms, and through the tips of his nails, he kills the demons. That is Vinashaya Dushkritam. He does through his nails. So it is said in the last line, you can see, I try to highlight also, Kala hi vitrasta dhyam krithabhayam. So krithabhayam, krita and abhayam, he placed that palm on the head of Prahlad Maharaj, that which gives fearlessness. So as a practicing devotees, we should always hanker, when will the day come in our life when Lord will be pleased with us and he keeps that lotus palm on our head. Can you imagine Lord keeping his head, I mean his hands, lotus hands on our head? I mean, how much more peaceful. You can just take one moment and like close your eyes and imagine Lord's hand on, lotus hand on your head. I mean, you feel so blissful. Yesterday when I was like preparing this like PPT, I was searching for that image where Narasimha Dev keeping the hands on the head of Prahlad Maharaj, and when I was imagining myself in that position, I was feeling so blissful, so peaceful, so much satisfied. As soon as like Narasimha Dev touched his palm, Prahlad Maharaj feels that all his material desires have vanquished. Just as the Lord touches him, the he could. Like the cloud of his heart, actually it melted, and it came in the form of tears of love for Narasimha Dev. So we cannot even imagine such a wonderful scene. How much blissful Prahlad Maharaj would be pleasing at that point of time. I was thinking he would have thought, all that I struggled, so much I struggled in the, like they tried to kill me in so many ways. It was all worth it, Lord. It was all worth it because of this one like touch of yours, or when you kept your like lotus palm on my like head. It was all worth it. So it is said that in blissful mood with full attention, mind and heart completely absorbed and fixed on the Lord, Prahlad Maharaj started offering these beautiful prayers actually. So it is said that these are the four things which Prahlad Maharaj taught us. You'll see, like by this he taught us four things actually. So how we should do our japa. So I have put these four pointers from Prahlad Maharaj, like a mood of prayers with full attention, like how I said, with full attention. It must be for Lord Hari. It should not be for our selfish desire. It should be for Lord Hari, just to please the Lord, and our eyes and heart always fixed on the Lord. And we should never be like like it must be for Hari, means, which also means that we should always pray for our purification. It should be selflessly for the Lord. And also we should say, when we pray, when we chant, when we sing these prayers, it should be for our purification. And we must beg with humility that, oh Lord, I don't have any strength. I'm so much distracted when I chant my japa, when I chant the prayers. But because of your powers, I can be fixed again, back, remembering you and chant. I can chant the japa back with complete attention, not be distracted by any of the device asuras, mobile asuras, and then sit with the beats and then chant and hear the mantra and do it as an offering unto you. When will that day come? So we should always beg, and we should always remember these four things before we chant, and we should try to chant with attention and hear the mantra very clearly. This will bring pleasure to the Lord, and it will bring purification to all of us. So I sing the prayers that we are discussing today. I sing that prayers often every day. So maybe when I'm cooking, when I'm walking around. So whenever I get time, I try to sing these prayers, and I've been doing this from years together. Actually, now I know these prayers by heart. Actually, I remember. I mean, without seeing, I can recite these prayers. So I'm sure, like when you try to recite these prayers, and you see when I sing these prayers, you see your hearts will melt because the tone of the prayers are also so beautiful. And I heard this first time in Narasimha Giridhari Mandir. It is These prayers are even sung now every day in the Shayan Arti for the Lord Narasimha. So like in the ground floor there is Lord Narasimha Dev. So in the Shayan Arti, this prayers are sung. So Prahlad Maharaj is saying that I am not qualified to sing anything, my Lord, but because you have placed your hands on my head, now I am getting that qualification. He says that with these little efforts, if you're pleased, you become very happy. See, that is what I want. I just want you to be a little pleased, be very pleased with me. That's why I'm reciting these prayers for you. So you accept it or not for your benefit, but it is for our benefit. So I give up this thought of whether I'm qualified or not. Prahlad Maharaj is saying that I give up this thought. I might be qualified, I might not be qualified. Why he's saying that I'm not qualified? Because he is the son of a asura, actually. So he's like a son of asura can never be qualified to offer any prayers to the Lord. Like there were others who were very qualified, like Brahma, Vayu, Varuna, Chandra, Indra, everybody were there. Lakshmi Mata was there. Anybody could have offered prayers and pacified, but you have given me this chance. So he says that Yatha Manishinam. This word is very, very important for all of us because I will glorify you, my Lord, as little as I have. So, same thing with us actually. Whatever little intelligence we have, we should offer that to glorify Krishna and give Krishna to others. So, we should not say that, oh, I will learn full four Vedas, I will learn all the Bhagavatam, and then I will let others know about Krishna. No, to whatever extent you know Krishna, you should share Krishna to that extent to others. So Srila Prabhupada used to always give this example of a little Saraswati. So this little Saraswati is the daughter of Sham Sundar Prabhu. So he's a senior disciple of Prabhupada. So she was just like 2 years old, 2.5 years old, and she would go to people and say, "You know who is Krishna? Do you know?" She would say in that little voice. She would say, "Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead." So she heard this like in lectures from his parents, from her parents. She heard this only one statement. She remembers. 3 years, 4 years old little girl, how much she can remember? She can remember very little. So that one little sentence, she would share it to others wherever whenever they would go for book distribution. At that point of time, for Prabhupada, those Prabhupada's disciple would go for book distribution in foreign countries. She would go. She would pull the shirt of pull the pant of the people, pull the dress skirt of the people around, and she would say, "You know who is Krishna? He is the supreme personality of Godhead." So Prabhupada says that this, whatever two things you know about Krishna, you share that two things to others. That others, you don't have to take a session. Preaching means you just can share the two things you heard about Krishna, two things you know about Krishna to your parents, to your siblings, to your friends, to the neighbors, to the strangers in the bus, anything whom you meet and make friendships. So you can share that about Krishna to anybody actually. So I'll sing these prayers first. These are very, very beautiful. Then we will read the translation, and parallelly we'll try to understand. This is just the agenda for today, and also I'll send the recording of these prayers so we can all try to hear it whenever possible, and try to recite it and learn these prayers and offer it whenever possible. Especially once in a while you can start, and slowly you can start offering these prayers daily. So Yeah, you can all with the rapt attention and in a prayerful mood, hear this bhajan. Shri Prahladuvacha Brahmadaya Suraganamunayota Siddha Satvayikata Nagatayo Vachasam Pravahai Naraditum Purugune Adunapi Pipro Kim Toshtumarhati Samir Harirugrajate Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Manye dhana bijana rupatapa Shrutojas Teja Prabhava Bala Purusha Buddhi Yoga Naradhanaya Bhavanti Parasya Pumso Bhaktya Tutosha Bhagavan Gajayuta Paya Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Prashtosmaham kripanavatsaladosahogra samsara chakra kadanagrasatam pranita Bhadda swakarma mirushatmate nigrimulam Pitopavarga Sharanam Vayase Kadhanu Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare यस्मात् प्रिय प्रिय वियोग संयोग जन्म शोकाग्निना सकलयुनिषुदायमाना दुःखौषधं तदपि दुःखमताद्यहं धूमान् भ्रमामि वद मे तव दास्य योगा हरे कृष्णा Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Soham Priyasya Surda Paradevataya Leela Katastava Narsimha Virincha Gita Anjasti Dharmyanugranan Gunave Pramukta Durgani Te Padayugalaya Hamsa Sangha Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Bhalasya neha sharanam pitaro nasimha natasya chagadamudanvati rajatonum taptasya tat pratividhayanja shrestha tavan vibhotanumrit paduprekshitanam Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Maya सृजति कर्ममयं बलीया कालेन चोदितगुणनुमतेन पुंसा छन्दोमयं यदजल्पित षोडशारम् संसारचक्रम अजकोथितरे त्वधन्या हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा हरे रामा 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 हरे हरे एवं जनं निपटितं प्रभवाहि कूपे कामाभिकाममनुया प्रपतान् प्रसङ्गात् कृत्वात्मसासुरसिना भगवान् गृहीता सोऽहं कथं नु विसृजे तव भृत्य सेवां सोऽहं कथं नु विसृजे तव भृत्य सेवां हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा हरे रामा 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 हरे हरे रामा रामा हरे हरे. So for the next 15 minutes, we'll just discuss these prayers and we'll discuss what it has for us, what are the applications for us, and then we will end. So yeah, please stay with me next 15 minutes. So it is said here that in the first shloka, basically, Prahlad Maharaj is saying, can somebody read actually for me? Sri Ramya Mataji, would you like to read?
Yes, Mataji.
So
Prahlad
you can read all the translation, Mataji. Maybe like we will go like this. You read and then I will explain it based on whatever I have heard, and then we'll go to the next shloka.
Okay, sure, Mataji. Prahlad Maharaj prayed, how was it possible for me, who have been born in a family of asuras, to offer suitable prayers to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Even until now, all the demigods, headed by Lord Brahma and all the saintly persons, could not satisfy the Lord by streams of excellent words, although such persons are very qualified, being in the mode of goodness. Then what is to be said of me? I am not at all qualified.
So Prahlad Maharaj's humility we can see here, that he's touched by the, like his hand is placed on the on the on his head, like Narasimha Dev's hand is placed on his head and he's been completely empowered. But we can see how much humble he is. He's saying that all the demigods are here, all the superiors are here, saintly persons are here. How can they, I mean, how can I be better than them, he says. But we see that all of them, all of the demigods, Lakshmi Mata, everybody only sent him because they couldn't pacify Narasimha Dev. But we see the very humble mode of mode of the devotee, mood of the devotees here. Yes, Mataji, next translation. 1 minute. This one.
Prahlad Maharaj continued, one may possess wealth, an aristocratic family, beauty, austerity, education, sensory expertise, luster, influence, physical strength, diligence, intelligence, and mystic yogic power. But I think that even by all these qualifications, one cannot satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead. However, one can satisfy the Lord simply by devotional service. Gajendra did this, and thus the Lord was satisfied with him.
One of the favorite prayer in this whole prayer for me. I mean, second favorite prayer. First favorite prayer also I'll share you. So in this, actually, he's saying that one person can have everything. Like if you see Hiraṇyakaśipu, he was having all these qualities, or he was having such, like, he did so much austerity, he had all the education actually. Like when Hiranyaksha, his brother, died, so he gave all the principles of soul. If you read Srimad Bhagavatam, you'll get to know there is one chapter where it's dedicated, wherein Hiranyakashipu is giving lecture to, or like all the other people in that assembly. He's giving lecture about body and soul, the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. He had all the knowledge actually, and he had physical strength, he had intelligence, he had yogic power, he had everything. But he was bereft of all the spiritual credits. He was bereft of all the spiritual, what do you say, that the love, because of which he was so demoniac actually. And here it is said that the best form of pleasing Lord is just like how Gajendra did. You all might know. He just, out of love, he just offered a flower in that miserable condition when a crocodile had caught his leg in the pool of river. So, like in that miserable condition, like how we are also in the miserable condition of this material life, and all that needs is Lord needs is just our heart. So whenever possible, with that beautiful heart, we can offer a prayer. We can chant very nicely the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. We can offer a flower to the Lord. We can offer something. We can offer a fruit to the Lord. We can offer little tulsi to the Lord. Lord doesn't ask for big things. He just asks for small things, which we can all do, which we can even the poorest of the poor person do. So all these qualifications doesn't matter. It's just the pure buttery heart of ours, which melts by hearing all these pastimes of the Lord. When we offer it to the Lord, Lord will accept it, and that's how he will be pleased actually. Yes, Mataji, next shloka.
O most powerful, insurmountable Lord, who are kind to the fallen souls, I have been put into the association of demons as a result of my activities, and therefore I am very much afraid of my condition of life within this material world. When will that moment come when you will call me to the shelter of your lotus feet, which are the ultimate goal for liberation from conditional life?
So the translation itself says it all. So Drashtosmi, he says that not taking shelter of your lotus feet, oh my Lord, karma bhi, I am stuck here in this material world due to the past karma, and because I have bound by demoniac association, like I am here. So we also have so much of demoniac associations around all of us, even in the form of mobile, in the form of people, so much actually. He says like the O Mukunda, the only solution is I should get shelter at your lotus feet. When will you get shelter? When will you give me at the shelter at your lotus feet? He asks. So the next shloka, yes, Mataji.
O great one, O supreme Lord, because of combination with pleasing and displeasing circumstances, and because of separation from them, one is placed in a most regrettable position within heavenly or hellish planets, as if burning in a fire of lamentation. Although there are many remedies by which to get out of the miserable life, any such remedies in the material world are more miserable than the miseries themselves. Therefore, I think that the only remedy is to engage in your service. Kindly instruct me in such service.
Mm. Yes. So here what happens is Narasimhadev is asking. So you have see, now that your father is gone, you have all your father's property. Why do you want my lotus fish shelter? It is nothing. You just enjoy your father's property. So at that time, Prahlad Maharaj, he says that today this like all these property is there, father's property is there. Tomorrow it will not be there, because this material world, it is so temporary, and even I may enjoy it. You like how you said, I may enjoy my father's property all my life, but at death it will be again taken away. So in next life I will not have any father's property. He says your lotus feet is the eternal shelter, which it's not just meant for this life, it's for life after life. And if I take shelter at your lotus feet, it will avoid me fearlessness. I'm fearful of this material condition, he says. And he says dukkaushadam, he says that medicines in this world do more problem than they harm itself, than the problem itself, disease itself basically. So how you can ask, how will the medicine create more problem than the medicine? Actually, I'll share a real like story. Like recently, I was talking to one of the senior Matajis. Her mother, she's diagnosed with some disease because of which they were giving her chemotherapy. This is happening. This is all happening in Udupi, in Manipal Hospital actually. So, like after sometimes, so the effect of the disease reduced. So she was given chemotherapy like once in a month, like that, once in a 2 month, like that. So after her after some doses, so she had to take a pause for some time. So when she took a pause, when she was not undergoing that chemotherapy treatment, she saw that after like a month or so, she saw that her whole out of nowhere, her whole body was filled with black spots and itches and things like that. And they went to the doctor, and they said that like it is some kind of chicken pox or something like that. And then they gave her medicine. And then this previous disease which was there, it came back. So again she had to take the chemotherapy. So again now what happened is, first time she got black spots, so she was treated, so it was all like reduced. And then the first disease came back, so she went to take the therapy again. Now when she went to take the chemotherapy again, after some days after this chemotherapy, again the black spots and the rashes again started appearing again. Then when she went to the doctor, they said that it is the side effect of the chemotherapy. So you see, she went for one disease. She's actually very old. You can imagine, one senior Mataji, her mother. So she's very old, and she went for one disease, cure for one disease, and it led to another disease. So in material world, it is like that. You would have experienced also. Sometimes they'll try to fix one problem, but that solution will lead to another problem. So I mean, at least I have experienced this in my life. So here, Prahlad Maharaj is saying same thing. So Prahlad Maharaj is saying that what will my destination be in this material if I have this all these material attachments? So Narasimhadev says, so what do you really want? So he says that Tavad Dasya Yogam. He says that please just accept me, give me some seva, let me be your servant lifetime after lifetime. That is my natural position. See, what is the natural position of the sugar? It's to be sweet. And what is the natural position of the water? It's like liquid. What is the natural position of the soul? It's to serve the Lord. So this is my natural position. So please give me service. This is what he says. Yes, Ramya Mataji.
Mataji, I had one doubt in the previous shloka. Is it okay to ask now, or
Yes,
we'll take?
Mataji. Maybe we
Yes.
can take it at the end because we are in a flow, if that's okay.
Okay, Mataji.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes,
oh
Mataji.
my
Next.
Lord Narasimha, by engaging in your transcendental loving service in the association of devotees who are liberated souls, Hamsas, I shall become completely uncontaminated by the association of the three modes of material nature and be able to chant the glories of your Lordship, who are so dear to me. I shall chant your glories following exactly in the footsteps of Lord Brahma and his disciplic succession. In this way, I shall undoubtedly be able to cross the ocean of nuisance.
So here he says that, okay, you can read next shloka also, and then I'll give the summary of these two shlokas together.
My Lord Narasimha, O Supreme, because of a bodily conception of life, embodied souls neglected and not cared for by you cannot do anything for their betterment, whatever remedies they accept, although perhaps their child. A physician and medicine cannot relieve a suffering patient, and a boat on the ocean cannot protect a drowning man.
So here actually in this two shloka, like Narasimhadev is asking, why me? Why, what am I to you? So at that time, Prahlad Maharaj is saying these things. What you are to me? You don't know. He says in the previous shloka, you are my suhrit. You are my ever well wisher. Life after lifetime after lifetime. When the demoniac people, when they were throwing me from the top, when they were stabbing me with the weapon, when they were when they had thrown me into the fire, when they gave me poison, when they put me in the pit of snakes, when they made the elephants to stamp on me. So every time you my lord, you who are saving me and not everyone else. So he says that you are my eternal loving protector. And leela kathastava, I only, so what do you want to do? So Narasimha, so leela kathastava, second line you can see, I only want to sing about your glories. And then he says hamsa sanga, just by singing about you, And by associating Hamsa Sangha with pure devotees, I will be able to cross this material world. So here Prahlad Maharaj is giving a very nice formula that just by always chanting, always singing your glories, and by associating with the devotees, pure devotees, we can cross over this material world. Because when we are with devotees, we always discuss about Krishna, we always remember Krishna. When we always remember Krishna throughout our life, even at the time of death, we can remember Krishna. And what is that? Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam. Whatever you remember at the time of death, you get that destination. So if you remember Krishna, definitely you will go back to Krishna. And this is my most favorite shloka, where it is said that, like, balasya neha sharanam pitaru narsimha, it is said that a father and mother cannot protect a child, a physician and medicine cannot relieve a suffering patient, and a boat on the ocean cannot protect a drowning man. All these things cannot happen unless and until you empower you, my lord, Prahlad Maharaj is saying. So it is like so many, like I can explain so much about it, so I'll just take 2 minutes to explain the shloka. It is said that how, like, you see, so much of care parents will take, but there will be unfortunate situations when child will die even after the parents protection. So we see, if we say parents are the ultimate protector, then why can't they save the children? Because parents are definitely the like protector at this point of time. We should respect that. We should, I mean, that's the best possible thing that has ever happened, that we have like the parents are there for protection, but they cannot give us eternal protection. So but a lifetime after lifetime, maybe they may give throughout this life, but after this life, who will give the protection? It's Lord himself. And there are also cases where parents wanted to kill the child in the womb, so unfortunate actually, via abortion, via pills and something. But even after that, even after taking pills, the kids can come out. Who is giving protection for that kid when the kid is coming out, even after the parents are so ruthlessly trying to kill them? It is Lord himself. So Rakhe Krishna Mare ki Mare Krishna Rakhe ki, Lord actually can give the protection. Nobody can save them from protection, actually, from suffering, actually. And it is said that a physician and a medicine cannot relieve a suffering patient until Lord empowers. So actually this so happened that like one of the like senior Maharaj, his holiness Radha Govind Swami Maharaj, so he had to, at one point of time, he had to take one devotee who had ate something, and it became poison in his stomach. So he had to take him to the doctor. So when he took him to the doctor, so the doctor, like, somehow he gave the medicines, he took the poison out, and then he said, he went to this Radha Govind Swami Maharaj, that is, who is a disciple of Srila Prabhupada, and he asked, you Hare Krishna people, you say Krishna will save, Krishna will take care, why did you come to me, doctor? At the end of the day, you need doctor. So at that time, Radha Govind Swami Maharaj, he said that, see, the intelligence which came to you, the intelligence which came to me to take this person to you, that came from Lord. The intelligence which is in you to protect to save this person, that also came from the Lord. All the and all the instruments that you use, medical instruments that you use, that is also from the Lord. This place, Bhumi, that is also belongs to Lord. So what are you taking credit for? So that person, definitely, he has not heard all these Bhagavad Gita sessions, so he did not understand it. It went like a bouncer for him. So at that time he explained that, see, Lord just used you as an instrument to save this person. So the doctor did not agree. So at that time, Maharaj told this person that, see, you have so many patients coming, so sometimes do patients die here also in this hospital? So he said, so the doctor said, yeah, because of the unfortunate situation, sometimes people died. So why do they die? What medicines do you give? The Maharaj asked. So at that time he told that, no, I don't give any medicines. They died because of their karma. So at that time Maharaj said, oh, when they die, it's because of their karma. But when they survive, it's you take all the credit. You don't want to give credit to the Lord. So this way we see actually that actually Lord who is taking care in all possible ways, actually. When the time comes, because of the karma, if the person has to die at that point of time, then even the doctors cannot save. That's why they say, in the critical time, they say that now we can try our best, but now it is all left to the Lord, they say, right? Even at least in movies we have seen that, in serials we have seen that. So in this way. And even like a boat on the ocean, I mean, definitely if a person is meant to drown, then nothing can save him. So again, the example is of Titanic. Such a wonderful ship it was, equipped with so many things, so many protective measures, but at the end of the day, ideally it sank. So nothing can give protection until and unless there is a sanction of Lord, there is an empowerment of the Lord. This is one of my favorite shlokas. Okay, next shloka, Mataji. We just have two more shlokas and then we'll wrap up.
O Lord, O Supreme Eternal, by expanding your plenary portion, you have created the subtle bodies of the living entities through the agency of your external energy, which is agitated by time. Thus, the mind entraps the living entity in unlimited varieties of desires to be fulfilled by the Vedic directions of Karma Kanda and the 16 elements. Who can get free from this entanglement unless he takes shelter at your lotus feet?
Actually, we discussed this point last time also, that how mind traps us. So we hear about Lord so much. That's why actually we should keep on hearing about the Lord, because the mind can become a enemy to us or it can become a friend to us. And the more and more we hear about the Lord, definitely we might not be in a position to follow everything that's given in the scriptures, but at least by hearing we get to know what has to be followed. And soon when our sukruti increases, when our this what do you say spiritual credits increases, without our own knowledge we'll start practicing what is given in the scriptures, and we'll soon take very powerful shelter at the feet of the Lord. So today we may not be in the position, but our duty is to hear and slap the mind. How to slap the mind? By chanting Hare Krishna mantra and hearing clearly, by attending these sessions, and by studying shastras, by knowing what is right, what is wrong. So we may not be in a position to follow it today, but we can offer a prayer that yes, please help me, I'm not able to follow it today. So yeah, this is the final shloka. Yes, Mataji.
My dear Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, because of my association with material desires, one after another, I was gradually falling into a blind well full of snakes, following the general populace. But your servant Nārada Muni kindly accepted me as his disciple and instructed me how to achieve this transcendental position. Therefore, my first duty is to serve him. How could I leave this service?
So Narasimhadev asked him that, okay, you come back to me. At that time, he said that no, I want to serve my spiritual master, that is Narada Muni, because he remembers that in the womb, when he was in the womb, so Narada Muni instructed him. He saved him actually. He gave the service of the Lord. So he says that actually, if you see, when we serve the Narada Muni was such a devotee, great devotee of the Lord. See, when if somebody has a dog, so when we take care of the dog very nicely, what happens? The master becomes very happy. Actually, similarly, when we serve the devotees of the Lord, pure devotees of the Lord becomes very happy, much more happy than when we serve him directly. That's why there's like Prahlad Maharaja knows this very like shortcut trick of pleasing the Lord. So that's why he says that please give me service of Narada Muni who has saved me. And so this is the picture actually where I wanted to show that how parents, doctors, boards cannot actually save. So the real savior is our dear Lord. And the final instruction for all of us is this material world actually, even though we may see it may look as if there is so much of happiness in it, but it's like a desert. It's like so much, like we find mirage, right, in a desert. We trying to find happiness, we go try to find happiness, and we put so much of efforts to get happiness, and then we end up sadness. So you can ask, what is the example, Mataji? So example is like the camel. You see, when the camel likes thorns. So the camel, when it chews the thorn, the blood that when the thorn pricks its inner mouth, the blood that gets, the it likes the taste of the blood. You see, at the end of the day, what is camel doing to itself just for the taste of blood? It is harming itself. Similarly, for even us, we are like, in the course of satisfying our material desires, we are harming ourselves in so many ways, because we are taking this birth death cycle again and again. Because we are not taking a bhakti, because we are distracted by other desires, we are taking up, like, so many lives we have taken up. Now we should, like Prabhupada says, we should stop this cycle of birth, death, old age, disease. How, who wants to be a pig, who wants to be a snake, who wants to be a dog? No, at least, like, we want to go back to Krishna. That's our aim. But worst of the worst cases, we want to get I mean, next life as a person who can follow devotion, and next life at least we want to go back home, back to Godhead. And another example is how um what was another example? When we itch, actually, when we itch, sometimes itching gives us so much pleasure, but at the end of the day it will leave us with an wound. So this way we see that how material happiness is like that. Initially it may feel happy, but at the end it is actually sadness. So Prahlad Maharaj is so Narasimha Dev is asking that, so what is the solution, how people will actually be saved? What do you think? So at that time, Prahlad Maharaj says this shloka that, uh, therefore, so, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, the best of all, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, the best of all persons to whom prayers are offered, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, because without rendering 6 kinds of devotional service. So Prahlad Maharaj is giving the 6th step. Just 1 second. Prahlad Maharaj is actually giving 6 steps here. He says, offering prayers, dedicating all the results of your activities, worshipping you, working on your behalf, always remembering your lotus feet and hearing about your glories, we can achieve that which is achieved, that is eternal shelter of the Lord. So I have made this a slide. You can see that how he says that he gives 6 steps actually to take powerful steps to take shelter of the eternal shelter of the Lord. That is, dear devotees, so please note these 6 things. Prahlad Maharaj says that when we do it on the daily basis, we get eternal shelter of the Lord. What are the 6 things? Stuti, that is glorifying the Lord. Karma puja, whatever we do, we work for the Lord and dedicate our activities to the Lord. Smrti, that is remembering Him, always remembering the lotus feet of the Lord. Service of His devotees. Śravaṇam, that is hearing about the Supreme Lord and worshipping Him in the form of deity. So by doing this, Prahlad Maharaj says, anybody and everybody, they can get the eternal fearlessness. They can get the lotus feet of the Lord, darshan of the lotus feet of the Lord, just like how he got darshan of the Lord, and they can get eternal fearlessness, abhayatvam, which we all are hankering for. So then finally he says, then Narasimha Dev says, I'm so blessed you ask me for any boon. Then Prahlad Maharaj says, I'm not a businessman to ask you for anything. So he says that, first he says that, please, then he says, no, you should ask me for some boon. So he says that, you protect my father Hiraṇyakaśipu. So Narasimha Dev says, not just you, whoever performs bhakti, that 21 generations will be liberated. So you can imagine, when you do bhakti, it's not just for you. When you do bhakti intensely and go back, you will take 21 generations, 7 generations behind, like your father, great grandfather, grandfather, great grandfather, and your 7 coming generations and 7 parallel generations. So in this way, 21 generations you can protect just by taking this bhakti. And then he says, no, I will, that I have anyway awarded to your, I have delivered your father. Now you tell me what you want. You should ask. That time he says, please give me a benediction that I never ask anything for you, my Lord. So he says, Yadi dasyasi me kaman varam tvam swaradarshaba kamanam hridya samroham bhavatastu vrinevaram. O my Lord, the best of the givers of the benediction, if at all you want to bestow any desirable benediction upon me, then I pray from your Lordship that within the core of my heart, let there be no material desires. So he says, Narasimhadev says, I am defeated. I'll give you this benediction. He says that, now you can all hear, he says that, the best thing, he says that, I will award one more benediction. Anybody who chants these prayers, they will be freed from all material reactions. Hari Hari Bol. And he says that I will give them eternal protection, lifetime after lifetime at my lotus feet. So this is the benediction actually. It is given to those who chant these prayers. So it's my humble request that please try to, I'll share the recording of the shloka. So all the bhajan that I sang, that is Narasimha prayers, Prahlad prayers to Narasimha Dev. You can recite these prayers, offer it to Lord. At least try to offer it to Lord on the coming Narasimha Chaturdashi. And soon we will also discuss about very, very like powerful stories of how Narasimha Dev protected so many people in this age of Kali Yuga. So there are so many people who have experienced Narasimha Dev in this age. So we will discuss all the stories in the coming sessions. So thank you very much. So yeah, now we can discuss the questions if you have. Thank you for patiently hearing me. So if at all you like something, so you can share that in the group with some points you like, or if you want to personally connect with me and share discuss further also, we can have the discussion. So yeah, I'll open it up for the questions. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for attending. Yes, Ramya Mataji, you had a question.
Yes, Mati, that was in that specific